Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Here's another episode of multimeter comparisons that we're going to do. This time we're going to dig back just a little bit deeper, a little bit further in our past, I should say, and pull up a blast from the past. I'm sure some of you may have owned some of these multimeters before, or may even have some in your tool collection. Okay, but as always, before we get started, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I would like for you to join the channel and support the channel. And all that I'm asking is for free. So you can hit do one of those three or do all of the three, either now, during, or after the video is over. I hope you enjoy the video. I enjoy making it. And those of you who have been supporting the channel, man, I give a big shout out to y'all. I really appreciate it. And let's keep on enjoying the videos. And as long as you enjoy it, I enjoy it. Let's have some fun. Okay. I'm gonna give a rundown of each meter. And like I said, I'm sure some of you may even own some of these meters or may have owned some of these multimeters before. Okay, let's go on the far end here. This is the AMPROBE AM1280. This is a true RMS multimeter by AMPROBE. It's not as large as its brothers out there, the other multimeters that the AMPROBE started out with. This one is a little bit older, not too old. I'm not saying not like 20 years old, nothing like that. But this is kind of older multimeter, but it's featured packed. And I want you just to see all the features here. And I'm going to call them out to you guys. And we'll just go down the line. I'll introduce all the rest of the meters to you as well. So this is the amp, and we'll come back to this. This is the AMPROBE 1280 True RMS multimeter. Here is the Fluke 87.3. Don't get it mixed up with the 87.5. Let me show you the 87.5. This is the Fluke. Oh, hold on a second. This is the Fluke 87.5 right here. I know they look alike, but they're two different multimeters. So remember, this is the 87.5, and I'm gonna just keep this one in the back while we do it. Okay. So this is the 87.5. This is the 87.3 True RMS multimeter by Fluke. 87.5 in the back. This one also is featured packed. This was one of the multimeters before this one that just about 9 out of 10 people had in there. If you were a professional and you out working in any kind of environment, industrial, commercial, or what have you, you had a Fluke industrial 87.3. I kind of forgot I had this one because I did a review on the 87.5 a couple of days ago, and I was talking, and I said, I think I have an 87.3. I remember having one of these meters, and sure enough, I do have one. So here it is. I went and dug it up, and there it is. So this is a real battle tank here, I would say. And this meter here is even though it's old, is ready for combat. This one on the end right here, this is a TES 2700 multimeter. It's not true RMS, it's an average ranging multimeter. All the rest here are true RMS, except this one. This meter here, I don't know too much about TES, but TES, they do have a lot of instruments. Well, there's like an older company, but they have some instruments on the market that you may can find. They have a few newer things. I just don't hear about them as much. But I don't remember where they're headquartered at. But the rest of these are in the United States, the other three, and I don't know where they're headquartered from. But they tried to clone. If you look at the way it's made, they tried to clone the Fluke 27, the older Fluke 27. Look at the box, the box shape, even down to the dial right here, the way it's to the side right here. But I think the 27 that Fluke had, I think the dial is on this side, if I'm not mistaken. So they had, even though they try to clone it a little bit, like like a lot of other companies try to do with Fluke stuff. Um, you know, you you know, if you you try, they try to clone Fluke stuff, and but they just for copyright infringement, they just can't go all the way with the clone. They got to change it up a little bit. So that's what they did. That's what they're doing here. Um, but it's like I said, it's an average range of multimeter, and you know, we'll see how well it does with the test that we're gonna give with these multimeters here. Okay, so let me just call out some of the features on all the multimeters here, and we'll just see. All right, on this AMPROBE here, they have, let me get something a little bit longer. They have volts AC, volts AC DC. That's continuity, resistance. That's, let me get a good, I can't see it. Oh, that's diode. That's CK, I think. I don't know what the CK stands for. That's Hertz. ADP is for an adapter. If you don't take an amperage, you have 4 milliamp. Is that 4 to 20 milliamp? This old meter? Oh, no. 4 milliamp. Starts from 4 milliamp. Okay, that's the minimum. Up to 40 milliamp AC/DC. 400 milliamp AC/DC. That's the selection. Okay, and what is this one? This is a 10 amp max rating for AC/DC, and that's the off button. You have the shift up here. You have the rail button, min max, range, hold, store, recall, and power reset. Okay, so this little meter right here, plus it takes 9-volt battery. It has this little rubber boot here. I would say this is it's a featured pack multimeter, and it's true RMS. I saw that somewhere. I think it's true RMS. Wait. I don't want to say that, and it's not. Did I see true RMS on this thing somewhere? I thought I saw true RMS. Well, I could have sworn I read two. Anyway, well, we're going to say it since I don't see it. If I don't see it on here, maybe I'm overlooking it, but I don't see it. We're going to say this average ranging. So, okay, these two is the same. I could have sworn I saw true RMS somewhere, either here or on the user manual when I got it. But anyway, this one has a lot of features on it. They say it's an older multimeter. A lot of features. Okay, so here is a Fluke 87.3, and this has a lot of features as well. So, the cat rating here is what is it? 1,000 volts. I don't see the cat rating. Thousand volts max. Okay, 1,000 volt max. I guess that's 700, but it don't have a cat rating on here. I don't see a cat rating on here. I just see when like 750 volts, and these you put in these two, 1,000 volts, same thing, 1,000 volt max. Okay, well it takes 1,000 volt max. You can read up to 1,000 volt max with this instrument right here. Anyway, and the Fluke 87.3 true RMS multimeter. It's a 10 amp max rating. This is a Cat 3, 1,000 volts, and that's all they say. So 400 milliamp, same as this one, max. Okay, with a Cat 3, 1,000 volts. So I'm assuming if it's 1,000 volts, this must be Cat 3 also. Okay, so, and this one has the features. Have volts AC, volts DC, millivolts. What is it? Millivolts DC, continuity, resistance, capacitance, diode, milliamps, and amps AC/DC, and microamps AC/DC. You get a selector switch. Selector switch up here. Min, max, range, hold, hertz, rail button, continuity. and this is for the backlights or the placement of the decimal in the digits. So this is a fairly good multimeter. I know it's built, like I said, it's built like a tank. And those of you who probably have some of these still have these multimeters, I can almost bet my last quarter that unless you just destroyed it, it's still working to this day. And 9 out of 10 times, it's probably still accurate. All right. So now this one, turn it back on. This is the TES 2700 average ranging multimeter. Here it's a 20 amp max fused for 30 seconds. It's a 320 milliamp max right here. Cat 2, rated for Cat 2, 600 volt max, 600 volt max AC DC. Okay. You have off button, volts DC, volts AC, resistance, continuity diode, microamp AC DC, milliamp AC DC, and the 20 amp rating, like we just mentioned right here, that's selected for that. You have the range button AC DC, that's when you wanted to go to, like, switch back and forth, and a hold button. And I think you have a bar graph. You have a bar graph on this one, analog bar graph. You have an analog bar graph on all of them. I think this one does. Yeah, you have it's already printed right here, but you have the little line that goes across up here. So, and we already know about this here. We're gonna use this for a tiebreaker of all three of them that's in front of it. Since we have it, let me see if I have batteries in this thing first. And guess what? No, I don't. So 1 second, guys, while I'll put some batteries in here. And I thought I had batteries in here, but I don't leave batteries in my instruments at all. I use rechargeable batteries, and but if I'm just doing a review, I pick up whatever good batteries that I have around, and I'll just put them there temporarily, and I'll take them right back out. But when I do use my rechargeable batteries, you know, I mean, I don't be as worried if I accidentally leave them in there or forget to leave them in there. I don't really worry about them that much, but I do take those out too. But I don't have to worry about those exploding as I would do just a regular battery. So here we go. Back in motion again. So I'm gonna put this here. We already know, for those who don't know, the features on this Fluke 87. I'm gonna tell you, not the 87, yeah, the 87, both 87, put them side by side and let you guys look at them, and you can just tell before we start, and you can see just what features that they've added on since they made this meter here. They come a long way. Basically, they changed the color up here to yellow, and they have volts. Well, they added a little OZ. You still got AC DC. You got millivolts. They added temperature on here as well. And you got resistance, continuity, diode, microamps. You got all the same. And you got 10 amps max, 400. So everything basically the same. Well, you got Cat 3, 1,000 volts. Here you got Cat 4, 600 volts, and Cat 3, 1,000 volts. Okay, so they added a different a Cat 4 rating on here as well. The screen looks just a tad bit bigger, I would say. It just looks that way to me. But basically the multimeter itself looks about the same. Yeah, it looks the same. Tell you what I'll do right quick, and we'll see. The only thing what makes this multimeter here look different is, and the hold button, the way they have it, this bold white background on here, they just changed it up on here, and they gave you a selector switch for temperature up here. And like I said, they added temperature, but everything else is basically the same. The background light here, backlight is yellow, this is black. But before we move on, I want to show you one more thing. Let me see, I'm gonna take this out of the cover here, and I'll put this newer one inside the old cover, and we'll see just how it looks. And put the older one in the newer cover. Now, Check it out. Can you still tell the difference which one is the older just by looking at it? It'll throw you off if you have to take a second look, guys. Let me turn some, 1 second. You would have to take a second look, but yeah, you can. You know, you can, but it'll be hard. It'll be hard because it's the case that what makes it look newer and older. It's just the case, because you know this is more of an old-fashioned case right here, and this is the newer case by Fluke. Those of you who pay attention to it, but you really can't tell as far as the meter itself. If you didn't see, well, it's 87 the V and 87.3, you wouldn't really know, because it's all the same. All right, so let me put them back together, and before I want to get them mixed up and leave them like that. Okay, we're gonna start the video, and remember, I'm gonna put that one. I'm gonna put the 87.5 in the back for the tiebreaker, and I'm going to have to get some more BNC cables to connect all of these meters together. Okay, and we'll just do some tests. As always, I use the Variac, and I do a step up voltage by tens all the way around, just to see which one that won't keep up. But as always, let me see something. I just started this because one of my viewers had asked me to do this, because I think he's in the market of trying to purchase another meter, and he said that continuity plays a big part in what he does at work. So I don't think he'll be getting none of these older meters right here, but I'm gonna just do it anyway, and I'm gonna use my Probe Master test probes, because these are pretty decent probes, and we'll see. Okay, it's latching pretty good. It's yeah. And as far as the volume on it, that's pretty decent also. So if that means a lot to you, and you was to run across an older meter like that for a good price, and it's in good shape, for a very good price, well, and you want it, I guess you can see that there. Well, I'll tell you what, don't let that be the only reason, because we're going to do a few tests for his voltages and stuff, and we'll see if how it pairs out against the rest of them. Okay, there we go. Now this is the Fluke. Wow, even the older Fluke latches on. You can't beat that. So Perry, here you go, man. If you just run across an older Fluke, it's an 87.3 and for sale, in good shape. There you go. Yeah, for sure you can't beat that one. Tell you, for Fluke. Now let's try the test, and we'll see just how well it does with the. Now, it's a loud. It sounds louder than the AMPROBE. Yep. And it doesn't have a screeching sound, but it does latches, and it's pretty quick. It just doesn't. It's just not, when you do it this way, it's not quick as a Fluke. But that don't matter. But if that's what you want. you know. So now we have one more that wasn't really in this lineup as far as being, because I've done a video on this already, but let me just do it again just in case you're interested in doing purchasing this meter too. I don't know if I did it on one of my other videos when I did the review on this video on this meter, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, that sounds really loud, louder than that one. Yeah. You can't beat the Fluke for that, I tell you. So, as far as continuity, which one I would pick if that, you know, as far as the sound and the quickness, and it'll be 87.5 V5 first, 87.3, it'll be the test, and then the AMPROBE. So, with that being said, guys, let us just move on with the test and put these. And then after it's all over, I'll show you guys the backlights to them, okay? Just to get that out of the way, how it looks. No, I don't even think the... Hey, you know something? I don't even think the AMPROBE has a backlight, but we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, let me get these all hooked up. It's going to be a lot of cable. All right. Start from the back one first. Okay. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Let me get two more BNC cables. Okay. And remember, the 87V that's back here, that's just the tiebreaker, okay? To make sure, because I know that one works pretty good. And we're going to just see if all the rest of them are working as well as they should. So, okay, so AC, 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 AC. Okay, guys, here we go. We're about to start the variac up, and remember we're doing it in increments of 10 voltage at a time, and we'll see just how well all of them keeps up. Here we go. Okay, this is going to be 10. This should be 10, or it's going to be off 10 or 9. Okay. just gonna get it right on spot on. Okay, that should be 1009 right there. But oh no. Hold on 1 second, guys. I had it on DC. My fault. I had it on DC, y'all. And let me see. Oh, I got this on DC too. Beginner's mistake. There we go. I was looking. Okay, fellas. I seen it. I caught it. I caught it. Okay, here we are. Let's do it. Start over again. This should be 10 volts right here. Where's 11, 11.3, 11.5, 11.3. Okay, I'm looking for something that's kind of spot on, at least one digit either over or under. Anything other than that, we're going to kind of count, deduct some points against it. All of these seem to be holding. There's 11.3, 11.1, 11.5. So this one is out a little bit. It's not. It's still within specs, but you know I'm gonna have to focus on this one because it's out by 2. Okay, let's go to 20. 20.4, 20.0, 19.7, and 20.4. Okay, so all of them seem to be okay except this one. You would consider that's 20 volts, but the rest of them is on 20. So let's go to 30. 31. The amp probe is off by 1. Let's go to 40. It's 39, 39.7, 39.4, 38.6, 39.5. That's should be 50. Okay, 51, 51, 49, 50. I still see all of them are in spec. We're gonna do that. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. 110. 120. 130. It seems the AMPROBE is spot on. As the higher voltage I go to, and I set it on, it seems to be spot on. 140. 150. 1. Let's do one. This should be like 155, 156. Okay, the AMPROBE's spot on with that. Now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how well that their min-max work. I know this one works okay. Okay, let me try this one. right there. And now I'm gonna go back up. So that's I'm gonna leave it at 1.4 volts for the minimum. And the average, I'm gonna put it on, let's see, I'm gonna put it on 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 volts, like, about 70 volts. And the max, we'll go a little bit higher to like 150. And I'm gonna cut it off, turn the unit, the variac off, and I'm gonna see if they held it. Remember, it was like 1. Let me try this now. 155. There's the 1 and the 60. That did good. Let's do this one. 155. That's 0.81. 55. That was the 60. No. 155. That should know. It didn't capture it. This one doesn't do min max. So let me just try it didn't do it at all. Well, it didn't hold it. I don't know if I was supposed to hold press hold after it did it or what, but unlike the Fluke, you just have to press the min max, it records it, and it holds it on its own. That one has a min max, but it doesn't, I guess when you bring the voltage all the way down, as I did, to like 1 volt and try to go back up, I didn't see it start reading anything. So, but the only two that did was this one, but the only thing that really seemed to be working properly on that was the Fluke 87 V. And as far as all the other functions, let me see with this one, that was a 1 volt, 0.1 volt. So no, 155, 0.8, okay. All right, it was a little bit under, but it was 0.8, no, a little bit over, way over, okay. The next voltage it should have shown was 155, 1, and 32, okay. 32. Okay, well, it did work. Okay, it worked fine. Okay, so both of the Flukes worked really good. Even, I'm gonna say this one worked fantastic because it's an older, very old meter, and this is a little bit older than this one, and it worked fine. The AMPROBE did well on a lot of things, but for the min-max, it started recording, but it stopped. Maybe I'm not doing it right. It's an older meter I'm not too familiar with. I'm not doing it right. This one doesn't have it at all. But as far as continuity is concerned, I already told you which one I would pick out of all the 3. It'd be this one, the first one, Fluke is second, the 27 by test, 2700 by test, and then the AMPROBE. As far as voltage reading out of all 3, they all seem to be within spec. The AMPROBE, I had to look at it for the side-eyed for a minute because it looked like I thought it was giving me trouble, but no, it held its own. Even the test did pretty good. So naturally, you know which ones I would pick if I had to go back, if I had to default to any multimeter here. It'd be the Flukes. It'd be this one first, second. The other 2, I don't know, but if I just had to, I think I have to go with the AMPROBE. Just on name recognition, and then I have to go with the test. Because I would feel safe. I'm familiar with AMPROBE. I'm not familiar with test stuff, no. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. I enjoy making a video. This is pure entertainment. With that being said, thank you and take care. As always, peace out. Oh, no. One more, guys. I want to show you the back light. One more thing. I want to show you the back light. Hold on a minute. Well, I'm going to turn this light off. This is the backlight for that one. That one. This one doesn't have a backlight, but I have to tell you, well, no, let me put it up, because this one have 2 stages. Now, the one in the back here have 2 stages. This have 1 stage. So it seems to me that this one, even though this older meter right here, the 87.3 is an older meter, and they only have one stage as far as backlight settings, see off and on, it still looks a little bit brighter as if I were to put this one on the one stage. It looks brighter. Now compared to the two stage, to me, let me just move this test out of the way and put it side by side so you can do a comparison between the two. It still looks, well, this is a white light, but this looks really good compared to this one. Just say this is a one stage for its backlight. This one is a two stage. It's nice. So, but if it takes two stages to get up to this, to make a comparison, I mean, for this one to get up to that one, I'm going to have to give this one the better backlight because there's only one stage. This one have two stages. That's the second stage right here. And no, I have to take that back. Yeah, the first stage on this one, this one is the brightest. It takes for me to have to put the second stage for this one to come out a little bit clearer. But okay, guys, thank you for watching. And until the next video, you guys take care. Peace.